So we'll move on.
I'd like to make a motion that later Gator not be in the school libraries.
I'm sorry, would you restate that?
I would like to make a motion that later Gator should not be in the school libraries.
Should not be in the school library. Should be removed. Okay.
Point of order. We had a motion, Ms. Barrera's motion. The chair did not call for a second. There wasn't a second. But I think before we move on to another motion, we need to, Ms. Barrera's motion,
My motion was to restrict it to 12th grade with parent permission.
so if there's a second, then we move on to discuss it. If there's not a second, then
I'll second.
we'll,
So we now have a second on later Gator restricting it to 12th grade and requiring parent permission. Any further discussion?
I think that by requiring parent permission, as opposed to completely removing it, it would keep us within confines of the law. And then for families who feel like that this would be something that they would want their 12th graders to read, as this is the subject of the book is the senior year, I think that they would have the ability to do that.
Any further discussion?
This was the one book out of all of them that I felt kind of crossed the line to how sexual content was discussed. It was more in that prurient context. To me, it just kind of crossed the line more than the other books of how this was presented. So that's why I feel it's more restricted, more of a problem.
Mr. Cole?
I think it needs to be, again, retained, with the parental, information attached. Let's keep in mind, we're saying 12th graders, so these are almost 18-year-old young men. From that perspective, as well as rising juniors that are coming in as seniors. It is a strong book. However, I think we heard from someone in the audience that have worked in terms of investigations and abuse and those kind of things that are very challenging. We sign off on proclamations every year that deal with a host of abuses, bullying, and all that. And I just don't want to take the resources out of the library for those kids that may have the silent voices that can go in and get a book such as this that really that will help them to further seek other help. And I agree, the guidance are professionals, but there are also professional teachers that are moms and professional teachers that are dads that can provide that same mentoring as well as coaches.
Any further? Call for a vote. If you're in favor of restricting later Gator to 12th grade and requiring parental permission, say aye.
Aye.
If you're opposed, say